Good morning students, and once again welcome in our online Python classes. This is the fourth class of data file handling in Python, and we have discussed about basic program of data file and different types of read function, and also we have discussed about seek and tell function. So today we'll try to solve some different types of Python program. We have taken those programs from CBSE sample paper. We know this is the first batch of Python new syllabus who's appearing for board examination. So we have to rely a lot on CBSE sample papers. So we have taken few file handling programs from CBSE sample paper. We'll be solving them. If you have any problem understanding each of the program, please let me know. These problems will be solved for you again. So thank you very much. So students, today we'll discuss CBSE sample paper questions on the chapter File Handling in Python. In our previous classes on file handling, we have already discussed how to create a file and where the file will be created, and also we have learned how to read the content of a file and print it with the help of Python program. And in our second class on file handling, we discussed about different read functions like read, readline, and read lines. If you have not watched the video, please check the previous video on this channel. And in our third class, we have discussed about seek and tell function in file handling. And in our today's class, we'll be discussing on CBSE sample paper this file handling question. So let's see the first question. There are basically three types of questions that are asked from this chapter. In first type of question, you need to read lines. You need to read the content of a file line wise. The second type of question, generally, you need to read the content of a file word by word. And there is a third type of questions as well that also we'll discuss, where you need to read the content of a file as an individual character. So we'll solve each kind of questions one by one. So let's start with the first question. Write a function in Python to count the number of lines in a text file story.txt which is starting with an alphabet A. Here, just see the question. You do not need to write a complete Python program. You just need to write the function. Here the name of function is not mentioned. If the name of function is mentioned, you have to define your function with the same name. And it's carrying it's carrying 2 marks. So let's see how to solve the first question. Write a function in Python to count the number of lines in a text file. So first you have to open the file in reading mode when you will write theory answer. And if you do this program in practical, first you need to create the file, otherwise you cannot open it. So let's see how to solve this question. Yes, so this is the program for it. We'll discuss each and every line from here. Okay. So first, the question is only we have written write a function to read the content of a file story.txt and count the number of lines that starts with A. So you have to count the number of lines that starts with A. That means you have to understand that you need to read the content of a file line by line. So in the first 3 lines, what we are doing, ob1 equals to open story.txtw. That means you're opening the file in writing mode. Then in the next line, ob1.write, we are writing 3 sentences in the file or 3 lines inside the file. They are separated by new line. As you can see, the first line is a new file. The second line is a new line. They are separated by a new line character. And the third line is new program. That means we have created a file with the name story.txt and we have written 3 lines inside it. Then what we are doing ob1.close. That means the writing part is done. Okay. So first we are writing 3 lines in file, as you can see it here. Okay. Next is what we are doing, IB1. So we are taking another object to open the file for reading the content of it. Why we are writing the first 3 lines when we will just write the answer? First 3 lines are not needed actually. We run this program in Python editor, our code editor. That's why you have written the first 3 lines. When you will write in examination, in theory question, first 3 lines are not needed. IB1 equals to open story.txt R. That means we are opening the same file where we have written the content, where we have written 3 lines. We are again opening the file in reading mode. How to understand that we are just opening it in reading mode? As you can see, we have taken this reading mode from here. Okay, so we are doing it. Next, what we are doing, x equals to ib1 dot read lines. We know what read lines function does. It reads the entire content of file line by line and stores in x. Okay, that means it's reading 3 lines and storing in x, so that x will be a list where each element is 1 line. That means x will be a list where the first element is the first line. That means a new file is x0. Second element is the second line. That means x1. That means the second element of x is a new line, and the third element is a new program. Okay. So x is a list where each element is 1 line of the file. Then what we are doing, we have taken a variable count 0, as we need to count the number of lines starting with a. We have taken count equals to 0. Then we are just inside a for loop. What we are doing, for I in x, now follow the red line here. What is written here? It is written checking each element of the list. Which one is the list? X is the list. Okay, and each element of x is a line. Checking each element of the list. So basically checking each line if it is starting with a or not. If it is starting with a, we are just increasing the value of count. So how to check whether the line is starting with a or not? I is the line, so I0 will be the first character. So if I0 equals to a, that means the line starting with a. So after that, what output we are getting, as in our file, we have a new file which is starting with a. Next line is a new line which is also starting with a, and the last line is not starting with a, that is new program. So we are having 2 lines here that starts with a. So you are getting the output, number of lines starting with a is 2. So this is the program of checking, of reading a content of a file story.txt and count the number of lines that starts with a. So this is how the first program you need to do. Check the second question here. This is the alternative question. Write a method or a function. So please notice again that we do not need to write the entire program, just we need to write the function. But here, for a change, the name of the function is provided. So we have to use this name only. The name of the function is display words. In Python, what it will do, read lines from text in the file story.txt and display those words which are less than 4 characters. So basically it will be read the entire content from the text file and display those words which are less than 4 characters. Display those words, that means we have to read the content of the file word by word. So let's solve this question here. So first we have written the question again. Write a function disp words. So sorry, it's not dist words, it will be disp words. Please remember, whatever names of the functions, if any name is mentioned, you have to use that name only. To read the content of a file and display those words which are less than 4 characters. So first of all, you have to define the function inside it. Okay, so here you have to write ob1, the entire content you have to put inside a function. ob1.openStory.txt w. So in the first three line, basically we are in first three line we are writing the content inside the file, a new line. So we have created two lines inside the file, that is a new file, and the second line is a new line, and we are closing it, and after that again we are opening. Okay, follow this maroon line. What we are doing, ib1 equals to openStory.txt_r. What is written here? After opening the file in reading mode, we are opening it again in reading mode. Okay, next what we are doing, follow this orange line. Okay, x equals to ib1.read. That means we have taken a variable x and we are writing it x equals to ib1.read. That means the entire content of the file will be stored in x as string. X will be a string. So it will store the entire content of the file. So what is there inside the file? Two lines, a new file, a new line. So as a string it will be stored in x. Then follow this green line please here. What we are doing, y equals to x.split. That means split is a function, and inside this round bracket of split we have not provided any character. That means by default it will take blank space. Split will take x as input and will produce a list and will store the list in y. What it will do, it will just make a list y where each element of y will be a word. They will be separated by blank space. So what is written in the green line, if we just follow, split function will take x, which is the entire content of file, as input and produce a list y where each list element will be a word because they are separated by space. So y is a list where each element is a word. Then what we are doing, for I in y, follow this brown line. What is written inside loop, each word will be checked, and if the word length is less than 4, the word will be printed. Okay, for I in y, if len I is less than 4, print I. So this is how we'll be read the content of a file word by word, and we'll check whether we'll print those words where the word length is less than 4 characters. Okay, again you have to remember the whole entire code. That means from this open in reading mode till the last line of this code, you have to put it inside a function dispwords. Okay, here the function is not shown. We have already discussed function chapter. So you just need to put the entire thing inside function. Okay. So we will be solving another additional question. Okay. Because this is also a very frequently asked kind of question. What is that? Let's see. Write a function dispwords. Okay. This is we have. Okay. Write a function dispwords to read the content of a file story.txt and display number of n inside the file. Please read the question carefully. You have to read the entire content of story.txt and display number of n inside the file. That means you have to display number of n. What is n? N is a character. That means you have to read the content. You have to read and check the content of the file character by character. So in the first three line, again what we are doing, we are just follow this maroon line. We are writing in file, opening a file and writing in file. Then what we are doing here, follow this green line. ib1 open story.txt read. So we are opening the file in reading mode, and then we have taken up reading mode, then follow this blue line where it is what is written here, x equals to ib1 dot read. That means read function, using read function we are reading the entire content of the file and storing in x as a string. So x is a string which is storing the entire content of the file. Now we'll check it character by character whether it is equal to n or not. How many number of n's are there inside the file? So we have taken, as we need to count the number of n's, so we have taken a variable count equals to 0. For I in x, that means we are checking, follow this violet line, inside loop each element of x is checked to see whether it is n or not. For I in x, if I equals to n, count plus equals to 1. That means we'll be checking each element which is a character. That means for entire content of the file, we'll check character by character. If it is equals to n, then we'll increase the value of count. And finally we are printing n. So what we have written inside the file, it is a new file, a new line. So there are 3 n's inside it. So our output is 3. So we have checked, we have solved 3 questions. In one question we need to read the content of a file line by line. In the second question we needed to read the content of a file word by word, and in the last question need to read the content of a file character by character. So these 3 are the mostly 3 different types of questions that comes in exam. Okay. So again I am repeating all these 3 questions. You have to put the code inside function, which I have not done deliberately because in the last chapter we discussed function. You already know how to write function. Just code I have provided, put it inside the function. So this is your assignment. So I hope this class is helpful to you. It was helpful for you. So if you have any doubt, please let me know. Thank you very much. Wait for the next class.